So, you've got this amazing idea, right? Something you're really passionate about. But how do you get the money to make it happen? Well, you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to break down the art of the perfect pitch and turn that passion project of yours into a funded reality.
Of course you do. I bet you do. It could be anything, right? A community project, maybe a startup you've been dreaming of, or a nonprofit that could change lives. The point is, you have that fire, that vision to make a real difference.
But here's the tough part, isn't it? That moment when you have to turn that passion into actual funding. It's hard. Standing up in front of people, asking for their support, it can be totally nerve-wracking. How in the world do you convince them that your idea is the one they should back?
Well, here's the secret. It's not about having some magical word-for-word script. Nope. It's all about the structure. It's about how you tell your story in a way that just clicks, you know? It has to connect with people's hearts and their heads.
And the good news is, we've actually figured out what works. When you look at the most successful pitches, they all tend to follow a similar pattern. We've boiled it down to a proven 7-step blueprint. Seriously, think of this as your roadmap, the thing that's going to guide you from that awesome idea in your head to a pitch that actually gets results.
So, here it is, the whole roadmap. We've got Step 1, the introduction, Step 2, the problem, 3 is the solution, 4 is why it matters, then we get into the nitty-gritty, use of funds, expected results, and finally, the big finish, the closing. Let's break these down, because each one builds on the last to create a pitch that people just can't forget.
Okay, so let's dive in. The first 4 steps. Think of this as the heart of your pitch. This is the story part. This is where you hook them, you grab their attention, and you make them feel something about what you're trying to do.
All right, Step 1, start strong. The introduction. Now this sounds super basic, I know, but you'd be surprised how many people mess this up. It's simple. Greet them. Say who you are and what your project is, and then hit them with a short, crystal-clear statement about your cause. Like, "Good morning, we're the Green Hearts Project, and we're here to bring clean water to our community." Boom. Simple, confident, clear.
Next up, and listen, this is absolutely crucial. You have to define the problem. You can't just jump to your amazing solution. First, people need to feel why it's needed. You have to paint a picture of what's wrong, what needs to change, and more importantly, who is affected. Why does this need to be fixed right now? This is where you create that feeling of, oh wow, we need to do something about this.
And look at how this example does it. It doesn't say the water contamination level is X%. No way. It talks about families. It talks about children getting sick. It's all about the people. And that right there is what makes the problem feel real and urgent. It creates an emotional hook that statistics just can't match.
Okay, so you've set the stage, you've shown them the problem, now, bam, you hit them with the solution. See how powerful that is? Problem on one side, solution on the other. It's this incredible before and after story that's instantly satisfying. It tells your audience, hey, we're not just here to complain, we see the problem, and we've got a rock-solid plan to fix it.
And now for Step 4, explaining why this whole thing matters. This is where you connect your project to something bigger, a value that everyone in the room can agree on. You're showing them this isn't just a nice idea, it's the right thing to do. Think about it, right? A new library isn't just a building with books, it's about creating opportunity for everyone. Cleaning up a park isn't just about picking up trash, it's about taking pride in your community. You're tapping into that shared sense of purpose.
All right, so you've made the emotional connection. You've captured their hearts. Now, you've got to convince their minds. The next 3 steps, 5 through 7, are all about logic. This is where you build trust, you build credibility, and you prove that you're a safe pair of hands to get this done. Step 5 is all about the money, and that means being totally transparent. You have to show them exactly where every single dollar is going to go. A super clear visual, like this donut chart here, is perfect. It screams, we have a plan. And a little tip? Use words like responsibly or effectively. It just reinforces that you're not just a dreamer, you're a professional who's thought this through.
Okay, next up, you've got to paint them a picture of the future. What does success look like? Once you have the funding, what's going to change? You want to use really confident words like, this will happen. But don't be afraid to also use words like may or might to hint at the bigger ripple effect. You're not just asking for money, you're selling them a ticket to a better future.
And we've reached the final step, Step 7, the closing. Now this is not just thanks for your time. No. This is your confident call to action. You're not begging here. You are inviting them to join you, to be a part of the solution. A phrase like, together we can make this happen. I mean, that's powerful. It's collaborative. It makes them feel like a partner.
So having a great structure, that's huge. That's half the battle right there. But the other half, it's all about how you deliver it. That can make or break the entire pitch. So now that we have our story and our plan, let's talk about the communication skills that are going to give your pitch some serious impact.
Okay, your delivery, it matters so much. First, your voice. Please speak clearly and slowly, and whatever you do, don't just read from a script. Your tone needs to show that you actually care. Let them hear your passion. And your body, make eye contact. It's how you build trust. Smile, and don't be afraid to use your hands. Just let them gesture naturally. Hiding them just makes you look nervous. Your body language is speaking volumes, so make sure it's saying the right thing.
And hey, here are a few killer phrases you can totally steal and adapt for your own pitch. Why do they work so well? Well, when you say things like, "we believe," or "your support will help us," you're changing the game. It's not just a request for money anymore, it's an invitation to a partnership. You're not asking for a handout, you're offering them a chance to be a hero in your story. Oh, and a super quick but really important tip on your visuals, like slides or posters. Remember this, you are the star of the show. Your slides, they're just your backup singers. Their job is to support you, not to steal the spotlight. So keep them simple. A title, a few bullet points, big fonts. The goal is just to reinforce what you're saying, not to make your audience read a novel while you're talking.
So there you have it, the whole package. We've literally gone from that first spark of an idea all the way to a polished, professional plan that's ready for action. And if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. This 7-step blueprint isn't just some fill-in-the-blanks template. It's a real tool. A tool that gives your cause a powerful voice and a structure that's actually designed to succeed. It's how you take all that passion you have and channel it into a story that people can't wait to be a part of.
So that really only leaves one question, doesn't it? Now that you have the blueprint, now that you have the tools, what's that world-changing idea you're going to pitch first? Go on, go make it happen.